Okay, greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so excited about this book, math book. They call it Stone Arithmetic, Stoney the author, and it's put out by the state. So textbooks were put out by the state 100 years ago. This was published in 1923. So I don't have no copyright infringements on this. So let's go over the contents. Before I did a video, I went skipping through the book. But let's just go through the contents. Okay, this is the first semester. Basic, let's get some more light in here. Basic, 7th grade, first semester. Comparing numbers. They cover division, this is basically division, multiplication, and subtraction. Man, let me get my other glasses. That's why I'm going kind of slow. Okay, bear with me. Okay. Now, second semester. Interpreting sales slips, bills, and statements. Buying at a discount, commercial or trade discount, successive discount. Selling on commission, profit and loss. Marking goods to make percent of the sale. General problems of profit and loss. Borrowing and loaning money. Promissory notes. Securities. Saving banks and interest. Commercial banks and interest. Problems for review. Exercise for drill. Next section. That was the business terms, forms, and problems. Now, measurements and constructing lines and angles. Measuring length, drawing and measuring straight lines, scale drawing, maps and plats. Interpreting a plat or map, drawing circles, constructing and measuring angles. The measurement of angles, constructing angles equal to a given angle, bisecting angles, bisecting a line segment, determining distance by scale drawing, drawing perpendicular to a line, drawing a straight line parallel to another, making a protractor, constructing a circular graph. Okay? Now this is part 8, the second semester, 7th grade. Let me repeat that. Part 8, second semester, 7th grade. So these children may be 13 or 14 years old. Finding areas, area of a rectangle. Using areas and problems, things to discover about rectangles. Okay, I'm not going to read all this. Let's skip down to volumes, section 9. Topics: finding the volume of a rectangle or prism, measuring larger volumes, computing the volume of a prism, finding missing dimensions, surface of rectangles, prism, things to discover. General review through problems. Problems without numbers. So these word problems. So where you have to come up with the number to solve it. So they really push your intellect back then. First semester, 8th grade. See? 8th grade, first semester. A review of facts about procedures, topics, tests, addition facts, subtraction facts. And you're tested on what you basically you're being tested on what you learned uh, the first semester of the 7th grade. Yeah, you be all these tests. You already had it before. So the 8th grade, you've been tested on what you learned in the 7th grade. Chapter 2. This is first semester, 8th grade. How to solve a problem. Yeah, you see that? Method of attack. So you have these word problems, they're analyzing them, how to go about solving them. Square root and the Pythagorean theorem. Square and square roots of larger numbers using a table of square roots. Chapter 4, interpreting formulas and equations, exercises, writing equations, solving equations. Section 5, practical measures. Topics, the area of rectangles and squares, the area of parallelograms and triangles. Man, everything is covered here. Everything. Okay, let's go to 8th grade, second semester. Drill exercises. These problems to get the 3 problems to get percentage. So you're coming into percentage here. Household expenses, the family budget. You see that? Use of the percent in business. They don't even know this in college. Profit and loss, borrowing money, making an interest table, using an interest table. What? This is very interesting here. Banks and banking. The kinds and use of banks. So banks, there's different kind of banks. You have to have a bank for a specific usage. You know, because you got commercial bank, you got national banks, and some banks earn you more money than others. They go to the banks. How the banks earn money? Investment and making money, earn money. In other words, this is what the millionaires do. They don't never use their principal. They use the interest to make expenditures. So they make their money work for them, and the money from the interest is what they spend. So they still got all their money. They live off their interest. This is what this is talking about. People just get their money and want to spend it. And then they pretty soon you're gonna be broke. But if you invest it wisely, and you can live off the interest and still have your principal. But I'm gonna show you some formulas here that's gonna blow your mind. And then I'm gonna close it out. Dividing by the power of 10. See, they have shortcut methods where you can do 20 problems in less than 5 minutes. So that's less than what? 20 problems less than 5 minutes. That's less than 20 seconds. Let's see, 60 seconds, 1 minute, 4 times 60, 240 divided by 20. That's less than 20 seconds a problem. Yeah, less than 20 seconds a problem. So they had short methods. Oh, what's this? Finding the percentage when the number is known. But I'm going to find this formulas before I close it out. Because some of these formulas I never even seen. Hmm. Okay. See, these are the formulas, but I'm going to show you what, oh, they got them all together. Okay, here they are. Here they are. Area equal base time highest. All these variations of the formula. C equal pi times d. That's a circle. Equal pi times d. Circumference equal 2 times pi times radius. Now, this is 8th grade. You don't get this till college, and even most courses not going to cover this type of mathematics. They want to keep you dumb. But imagine if you know all this math, then calculus will be easy for you. You can do your projections at company, do their projections, how to make money. You can have your own projections of how you're gonna. So that's it. I just want to make sure you understood uh, what type of complex material they was doing. See, this is the growth of regular deposits. They show you how to grow your money. You know, there's something called what is it? Interest, some type of interest where you double your money. Because the rule of 72, for example, if you have 5% interest a year, then you divide that by 72, and that's how many years before your money doubles. Compound interest. That's what I'm thinking of. See, banks do compound interest, and they give you regular interest. In other words, they give interest on your money every day, a small percent. So it doubles in a certain amount of time. But you getting paid yearly? Boy, that's the biggest ripoff. They pay you 3% a year, and they may invest and get a 0.5% a day, just a 0.5% a day. You know that's going to be hundreds of percentage in a year. So people being ripped off because they don't know this knowledge. So that's it. I want to elaborate on that because I think it's very important that we get back to learning the real mathematics because everything is based on math. Math is something that can be proven in no length of time. If you know math, then nobody can trick you in your thinking. Math is essential. You know, unlike politics or in other subjects, it's all based on philosophy. You can have points of view and biases in history, all those subjects. But math, there may be different ways of finding a problem, but it's a proven method that anybody can find. So it's based on fractions. You know what fractions mean? You gather fractions, you make up facts. So when you have your thinking, when you think like that, nobody can trick you. You just add up the fractions of the ideas and you come up with the complete answer. So how y'all to the tribe? Uh, this should this should incentive you to get books like this and start teaching your children. You have to learn it too because you wasn't taught this easy math. You wasn't taught these formulas. So teach your children because they already come smarter than you. So don't you dumb them down like the schools, tell them what they can't do. Stop it. Stop it. They come as smarter than you because they got all your DNA and all the DNA you had. So you need to elevate your children and tell them that they're smarter than you. Now that don't mean you don't have discipline. Yeah, you must discipline them until they become self-disciplined. Once they become self-disciplined, they're grown. I don't care how old they are. If they can discipline themselves without you hammering them, you treat them like an adult. So let them develop to be adults and stop trying to keep them children. Stop teaching them the way you was taught, because you was taught wrong. You was taught wrong. Your parents probably taught you wrong because they was taught wrong. The schools is teaching wrong. So how can the parents teach anything right? Study the Prussian system, where they had schools was based on the need for soldiers. They wanted people who would comply, who would obedient. That's why they run the schools like prisons. That's why I got my 20 years and I left the education system because it was okay. Hire to the tribe. Hope this benefits you. Let me know in the chat. I do more like this. If you like this video, just let me know.